Hey Ringside crew, welcome to the internationally known Dudes at Ringside Podcast. And now here's your host, Joe Panther III.
Hey, hello there, wrestling fans, and welcome to another episode of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside Podcast. I'm like joining British podcast. I'm Joe Panther III, and tonight, Ringside crew, you are in for a treat. I have a young lady that is blazing a trail for herself out of the Virginia area. Let's give a warm Dudes at Ringside welcome to Keeley. Welcome to Dudes at Ringside, Keeley. Welcome.
Thank you.
Awesome. So, first and foremost, if my fans from like I always say Pennsylvania area, but you've been in PA, already wrestled in PA. But my fans further out, like in the New York, New Jersey, and that side of the country is not familiar with you. Introduce yourself.
Okay, well, I am keeley Capri. I am one of the prettiest wrestlers you'll ever meet. And on top of that, I am from Farnham, Virginia. It's a very country little town in Virginia. And I don't pull out my country roots a lot, but I like to represent.
Awesome. So, who trained you?
RVA Wrestling Academy.
Awesome. So,
Yes.
what are some of the what kind of inspirations they gave you to made you want to choose this school?
Honestly, I had been for a year looking for schools just in general. I was going to even move states to find it. But this was the one school that honestly, I truly found that was close to me. And I mean, the people that I trained with were just amazing. I have amazing wrestlers that have come out of that school, amazing friends that I've made from that school. So it was just an easy decision to stay training there. And, it's always a welcome space for me to go back if I want to.
Awesome. So I'm 42, and I remember wrestling fans always saying if they want to be wrestlers, they have to go to the little back doors and find people that know about wrestling and know about promotions. Did you find it easy or difficult to find the school?
Oh my gosh, I feel like it was so difficult for me. Some people, they found it so easy, but truly, I didn't really know about any wrestling, smaller promotions around here before, I really got into wrestling. So I was looking online, I was looking everywhere, I was looking up wrestling schools in Richmond, Virginia, trying to find everything. And then I just literally stumbled across someone the day that I met him, a guy, and he was like, hey, I go to this wrestling school. And I was like, oh, all right, I'm messaging them right now. And I joined literally the next day.
Ooh. What was it like the first day you were in class?
I just remember I walked in and I just saw the ring and I was starstruck. I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I had never been that close to a ring before other than when I have gone to indie shows. But, I was standing there, I stood in the ring. Obviously, I wasn't expecting it to be soft like some people think it is, but it was just crazy. I don't know. I was starstruck, I felt.
That's cool that you felt starstruck, but when you first settled in, what was the most difficult part of the training when you first became a trainee?
It was honestly just, I feel like I'm such a realist with myself, and sometimes being a realist is not always the best thing. because I would be in class with people that were already more advanced, and I felt like I was so behind, even though like I just started. There was no such thing as being behind. And then even today, like I'm like, oh my gosh, I could do so much better. But like I said, I just trained with wrestlers that came out of RVA Wrestling Academy. They've been so amazing. I've made friends with them. They're great.
Awesome. So let's go flash a little bit further in. What was it like when you did your very first match?
Oh my gosh. Well, I think half of the venue, well, it was a sold out little area, and I think half of it was all my friends and family. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was such a baby then. I'm still a baby in wrestling, but I was such a baby then. It's crazy to look back at like that match and think I was doing crazy stuff when I was doing just like the little basics.
So did it find you? Did you have an outfit yet? Do you have an idea what your character was going to be yet at that point?
No, I really didn't know who I was going to be. Back then, I I was just doing what I thought worked, you know? Like I thought, I'm country, so I'm gonna be a country version of like Shawn Michaels but a girl, and that's gonna work, which it obviously did not work, but it was a thought that counts.
So you pretty much would say like Shawn Michaels is some of your one of your favorite bigger stars on the scene when
Oh
you were
my
younger,
gosh.
I guess.
Yes, he is my all-time favorite wrestler. I love him.
So what would you say that you would be like if you had to do a top 5 all-time favorite Shawn Michaels
Mhm.
matches and moments? What would be in your top 5?
Oh my gosh. Well, him and Bret Hart, the Iron Man match. I love that. Just the match in general. Um, when him and Razor Ramon did the first ever ladder match, I love that match because I also love Razor Ramon. And it was like the first time like that happened. Um, Moments like when he super kicked, I think it was Shelton Benjamin.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
crazy. And
He
then,
did the same thing to Rey Mysterio, but it wasn't so epic when he
mhm,
did it to Rey.
yeah. And obviously him and Flair, that match,
Oh,
his
that brought everybody to
Flair's,
tears. That
yeah, that was crazy. And then you can't talk about Shawn Michaels moments without mentioning him and The Undertaker when he retired the year before and the year he retired at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, and also
Oh my God.
I'm older than you, so I would say DX. The
Yeah, I
DX
love that.
famous when DX finally got together, and Shawn Michaels and Triple H are being goofballs everywhere they were in that arena all the time.
And then when him and Marty Jannetty broke up, that was such an iconic moment. So
And actually, when you go to Mania, sometimes at the Fan Fest, they'll actually have the barbershop window area, like the set.
really, I
Window,
love
yeah.
that.
And I'm like, how do they move? Like, I'm like watching sets being made in high school, doing a lot of plays. I don't know if you did a lot of plays in high school. I'm like,
Hmm.
do they get the glass? Do they make like the sugar glass? So how do you travel with broken glass like that? Like, would you wrap it? Like, but
Yeah, I feel like they can't travel with the broken glass. I feel like they must do like the sugar glass stuff.
and I think it's a picture moment with your friend. It's just like, hey, we're about to stop being friends. Can you just stand right here and lean over this? Okay, we're not
Yeah,
friends anymore. And have me stand. I would have done that a long time ago, like 2
yeah,
years ago. Like,
yeah. Can you stand a little bit more to the left, please?
yeah, I'm the Shawn Michaels anyway. I'm goofy. So
Yeah.
with you loving Shawn, would you ever do like a Shawn Michaels inspired outfit?
Oh my gosh, yes.
And
I would love that.
what which Shawn Michaels gear out of all his awesome epic outfits, like trunks, like pants that he wears, which one would you choose out of the millions of Shawn Michaels like gear like he has worn in his illustrious career?
Oh my gosh, that's such a hard question. I can't remember. My mind is blanking right now. It
Oh no.
was when he
I
was
broke my
at
guest fans. I broke her.
it was when he was entering the Royal Rumble when he won it like 95 and he was like backstage. He was walking and it was his hometown, so everybody was going crazy. And he has this like cowboy hat and he has just a red and blue attire and it's like these tiny little mirrors all the way down it. He wore it another time too, but that is like one of my all-time favorite like gears and like little jacket thing he's ever done, and I want to get it like remade and like for me, but like in a different way, my own way.
Like a girly way with like a top and like you gotta
Mhm.
put of course you have to give yourself a top. You can't just look at everybody, look at me. What are you doing?
Exactly.
Oh my god, I forgot they didn't make me a top. I'm like so when you prep like when you go like what's the furthest you said Pennsylvania, but other than PA is there any other states that you have like the country with the dartboard that you want to go to like this year?
Oh my gosh, I would love to hit any state in all states or any country in all countries. I'm open to any place, honestly. Pennsylvania, I think, is the furthest I've gone so far. I went to Tennessee, but like honestly, it's you know a farther drive for me, I think, than Pennsylvania was. So that was probably my longest trip.
Let's talk about your championship belt. When you won
Okay.
the belt, what was going through your mind that whole match?
Well, it was a steel cage match. So, I was so nervous beforehand. I was very nervous. Um, but during the match, the adrenaline was kicking in so much. I remember, I think I even like got knocked out a little bit when I pinned her. And when I did like fully wake up, I just like sat with my back against the rope and I just like started tearing up a little bit because I was like, that's such a crazy moment in my career already that I've had, and I'm still so new to the business.
Wow. I was gonna ask like, was your parents at this show? How many family members were at this one?
My mom was there and my sister. And then I had a few friends there also.
Mm. Did you guys have a big epic family party after the show, or like was it too late because it's a wrestling show?
I didn't with them. We celebrated later on, like another night, but all my friends that I used to train with and like everybody, we all went out and we just celebrated such a crazy night for me. So it was just really fun just hanging out with all of them.
If you could defend that belt with any wrestler from the indie scene right now, that is an ear length of watching this podcast, who would you call out right now that you would love to like that would watch this podcast, or that's in your promotion, or that that would watch this episode and be like, I got you?
Well, I am having a show defending this belt on July 18th against Audrey Allen, and I am very excited to have that match with her. She's probably the person that I've been wanting to have a match with for a while now. Other than that, like a girl that's really killing it on the indies and that I would love to defend my championship against would be Clara Carter. She's really great.
Well, the lady you're wrestling is actually a Dudes At Ringside alum. So in my mind, that instantly would be the Dudes At Ringside Women's Championship match. So I could easily find a polo that's black and white and just nobody hit me. Like if you accidentally bump into me, I'm going down like Earl Hebner.
Oh my gosh.
Miss Allen will just pick me up like this and just lift me in the air like a Woody doll, and just
Yeah.
and she'll yell, "Andy's coming," Because I'm short and little. I look at all.
She's gonna give me a run for my money. I think the most that anybody has so far. So
You just yell Disney sucks, and she'll be like, You're like, Disney movies are so overrated.
I think that's gonna make her more angry and come
Oh.
attack me more.
Oh no. Joe Panther said, he's like, no, Joe said about Disney. No. I'll be like, hit me now. My glasses, I took them off. Actually, no, remember the rule? You wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you? She'd just be like, it'd be like a Disney movie. The camera turns, and it's just you like this.
She stops. Stops midway.
And then the camera turns, and it's like a Disney, and it just shows your face, and you're just like, he's the referee, girl. And I'm like, ow, she said she wasn't going to hit me. Just blood splatters in the air. Just throws me out of the ring. Throws my polo off and says, we need another referee. And I'm like, I was a volunteer. Did you sign? The opponent motor is like, did you sign the NDA? Hold on. Give me his hand. All right. He's good. I didn't even sign it. You forced my signature. That's not even my signature. You just put squiggle J, squiggle, squiggle J, R, squiggles.
Mm-hmm.
But where you do your shows, do you actually prep your like meal before you go to the shows, or do you eat afterwards?
Well, usually I eat pretty light before shows because I'll still get nervous a lot of times. So I'll just eat some type of protein or like a protein shake or something like that, something small, and then I'll eat afterwards.
Okay. What is it like? What is your favorite meal to get? Like what's your favorite restaurant to eat in Virginia? That if my fans are in Virginia and they want to get a good bite to eat, what is that local spot you would say that they should go to?
Well, repping back where I'm from, obviously, there is a place called Northern Night Burger, and their burgers are good. It's a little expensive, but they have like these potato swirl things. I forgot what they call it, but they're very good. They have different toppings on it. It is a place to go. I think it's also the largest love mural. Oh my gosh, I can't even say the word mural on the wall in Virginia.
I guess we became best friends because I can't say words. I get very like, you should have heard me today at work. We were doing something. I work with a lot of ladies. So like, you can tell if bad, I'm the goofball. I'm like the funny goofball at work. I'm like, it's like every male wrestler have told us. I work with women in an assisted living place, and they're like, you are so lucky. I'm like, no, I'm not. It's a trap. It's totally a trap. Like, I'm like this. Oh, you're so sweet, Joe. You'll find somebody. I'm like, yeah, when I'm old. Wait. And I work with 17-year-olds. So
it's like a different lifetime.
Yes, I said the word. I said a word, and then this girl totally gave me her millennial, Gen Z, maybe younger, Gen X term for it. I used the word gooning, and she's like, that means it. I'm like, no, it's not. And then I Googled it. I was like, penta. Oh, no. Uh-oh. But that was me. I in the chat, this the mod is saying,
Oh, you're good. I was just like,
my mod was saying yummy to the burger. And I'm like, yes.
I love that.
Yeah. So when it comes to like training, you're training like weekly. If there's no show, how many times a day do you hit the gym, and what is your normal training regimen like?
Well, I try to go to the gym every day. Sometimes if it's show days, I don't go, or if I'm not going to the gym that day, I try to go to training that day. I usually try to train at least for wrestling at least 3 times a week, and then go to a show or go to 2 shows sometimes. Even if I'm not like wrestling on the show, I still love to go and like support and help out where I can, obviously.
That's cool. When you go to your shows, do you have to like, because most wrestlers have like their bag for their like outfits. Do you have separate outfits you wear for certain shows, or is it always the same black outfit that you have on your promo picture that you gave me, or the red one too? Right?
I've actually never worn the black one for the picture.
Oh
for a
wow!
show.
Oh wow! I guess that's a sneak preview. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't have the same. I mean, obviously I wear the same gear sometimes, but I don't have like a set same gear that I wear. I try to switch it up as often as I can. So my last show I had like a hot pink one. The show before that I had like a pink and black one, and then I have like a camo one, green. So I try to switch it up as much as I can.
Oh, that's cool. How do you clean them? Because I know some people have a certain regimen that they do.
I try to switch it up as much as I can.
Oh, that's cool. Like, I always get worried for wrestlers because, like, nowadays there's a certain like material you can't clean it and stuff like that. So how do you clean your gear? Like, week to week? Some people have a certain regimen.
So I know a lot of people, like a lot of wrestlers tell me they'll buy like a bin and put the detergent in and just kind of like put it around. I just feel like for me, it doesn't get clean enough for me, and I get scared that it's not clean enough. So I throw it in the washer, even though you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't dry it.
Or something like that.
I let it air dry. So,
okay.
And I try to put it usually on like delicates or something, so it won't be like too harsh on everything. But yeah.
Who made your gear?
There's this girl on Instagram. She does custom gear. She does ready-made gear. She'll post for anyone to buy. I've posted her a few times. I've tagged her before. So if y'all go on my Instagram, you can see it. I can't remember the name of it right now, but she's so nice. Sometimes I'll email her back and forth, and she's a really sweetheart. She does men and women's gear. So if anyone is looking for gear, she does great.
Remember her name offhand, so you could give her a shout out?
I feel like I could try to spell it, maybe. I know it starts with...
If you get it after the show, I could always, I could put it in the caption underneath.
Yeah.
And you send me the Instagram, send me her @ and I'll put it in the captions of anybody. Some reason, if there's any wrestling fans that want to get gear, or there's any of your friends that want to work with her and make the gear. Was it difficult to, like, I know some wrestlers come up with an idea what they want. Did you draw up a lot of things, or did she give you ideas? Okay, I'm going to give you a red gear and it's going to look like this, or did you give her ideas?
So actually I saw the gear that she had ready made, and I just added like customized things that I wanted to add to it. So it was already something that she already like uploaded, and I saw it and I was like, oh, I like that, but I think I'd want to add this and this. So then I would just like, tell her that I wanted to add that, and she sends it really quick too. I mean, obviously I think I'm only like a state above her, I think, where she's at. But I mean, within like 2 or 3 days, it's at my house with customized things with it. So she's really great.
Okay, that's awesome. Is there anywhere my fans they could find you on social media if they want to follow you?
Yeah, so if you look up keeley Capri on Facebook, KeeleyCapri, keeley Capri on Facebook, it's keeley Capri on Instagram. I have a TikTok, it's the keeley Capri, and then also I just made a Twitter or X. So the keeley Capri on that too.
Yeah, I had X for a while for Joe Panther Variety Show, and I kind of went, it's too toxic on there. It's way too toxic on Twitter. I'm scared.
Yeah, it's a lot that goes on there.
Yeah, it's like that club, bad stuff's happening after hours. You want to go because there's so many stories, but then you don't want to get caught by the cops.
Yep. Yep.
when it
Yep.
happens. Your mom will be like, "Where are you?" In lockdown. What happened? I don't remember. I fell down, hit my head. Is there anywhere people could buy any merch? If you have any merch?
Yeah. So I have 8x10s right now. You can always just DM me or message me on Facebook or Instagram. And I've shipped some out, but I mean, really, I do it in person. But obviously, if someone wants to buy an 8x10, I would ship it out.
Okay. I just want to thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Yeah, you said you have a show. Next show is in July, right?
For CCW, for me
Yes.
to defend my championship, yeah.
What is there anything else this month, or is that all you have for till July?
I have a show on this Saturday for Next Up Pro Wrestling. It's gonna be in, I think it's Norfolk, Virginia.
Wow. Who are you wrestling? Do you know?
Yes, it's Jade Onyx.
Ooh, okay. So you ready for that match? You all prepared, or
I am prepared. I'm always prepared.
you're always prepared?
Always prepared.
Yeah, I want to thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I want to wish you nothing but the best of luck on your wrestling journey, and good luck on Saturday. Dudes At Ringside always sends the good magic, so you got this,
Thank
girl.
you. Thank you.
I definitely would love to have you back on the podcast before the year is up, or if you want to come back in next year for year 5 of Dudes At Ringside. If you want to follow Dudes At Ringside, you could follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Instagram under just Dudes At Ringside, one word. And if you want to find us on Facebook, you could find us under the real Dudes At Ringside. Or if you want to go to my personal, you could find me under Joe Panther the Third. I am Joe Panther the Third.
I am Keeley Capri.
And we will catch you in the next one. Ready to pose.